Hey Aries, how are you doing? Welcome to your What You Don't See Coming for the week of, whoops, I just accidentally opened something on my computer. I did not mean to. Between the week of July 7th through to the 13th. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. And we have the Sun in reverse. Okay. The Seven of Swords with the Ace of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the King of Wands in reverse. So for my feminine Aries, this can definitely be a masculine read. So if you are a feminine Aries, keep in mind that this could be reversed, okay, if you're dealing with a masculine. So to me, this can be keeping something to yourself. This can be not telling the entire truth about something. Kind of sheathing a few of the truths or a few of some lies. But with that Ace of Swords, it makes me feel like there's more so a lack of talking about something in particular. So I don't think you're necessarily lying about something, but it more so feels like you are keeping a truth from someone else. With that King of Wands in reverse, this can definitely be tell me what that King of Wands, the Two of Wands, okay. What are we hiding? What truth are we hiding? The Devil in reverse. There's some kind of toxic issue that you have, and I don't know if it's an addiction. I don't know if it's some weird attachment. I don't want to say weird, but if it's some kind of negative attachment, or there's something negative in your life that you are very well aware of is toxic, but you're hiding it. And it can be because if you were to say this thing, then you could, feel like you're hurting yourself, hurting a relationship with that Page of Cups there, because you may very much admire somebody or have feelings for somebody, but you may be like, ugh, but do I really tell them this? It could cause me a low blow. It could cause me an ego blow is kind of what I'm feeling here. That's your energy. What you don't see coming is the Nine of Cups in reverse with the Queen of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. So I really want to say be cautious of the truths that you're keeping to yourself, because it may end up that somebody finds out about it. Because it's like, if we're keeping a truth to ourselves, it's not necessarily a lie, but like, is it though? You know what I'm saying? So there can be something going on with that, and I do feel like I hate to say that, right? But there can be some kind of ending coming this week, or some kind of betrayal being illuminated, and you essentially not getting what you want, even though you very much love somebody. So I want to say just be cautious of the truths that you're keeping. The Sun in reverse, the Tower in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Yikes. You don't want to lose out on something, but there can be this element of, it's like there's something about your ego once again, because there's the King of Wands in reverse and the Sun in reverse, and there's something about your ego where it's almost like you're not willing to change something potentially, yet at the same time, the thing that you don't want to lose, you're not willing to change for. So it's like, well, where do you go from there, right? And there can be this sense of you kind of losing out on something, or maybe you made a bad investment, or it's like, and you're not getting your money back kind of thing. So it's like whatever energy you invested into, be cautious that you're not wasting your investment, whether emotional or financial, because of your ego or a change that you're not willing to make. For your advice, we have a time to give rather than take, New Moon in Virgo, the North Node, and Bond. So this is more of a time to probably be honest, be of service to somebody that you are in a connection with. This looks like a love read to me. And with that North Node in the Bond, it's saying that there's something that you can have in regards to romance, but you're needing to offer something, like almost as an offering to said relationship in order to make it work. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. You guys can always book a personal reading with me on my website at www.violettaalexis.com. Also keep in mind that you can become a member and get exclusive access to 24 tarot videos per month for your individual sign. All you need to do is head on over to my YouTube channel, click the join button, and pick the tier that you want. Hey Taurus, how are you guys doing? Welcome. This is going to be what you don't see coming for the week of July 7th through to the 13th. So let's go ahead and check it out. In your energy, we have the Eight of Swords. What you don't see coming is the Fool. And then we have the Judgment in reverse for your actions. Let's take a look at that Eight of Swords. Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Wands, the Six of Cups in reverse. You're definitely having a hard time, like, having fun is what this looks like to me. It's like the Four of Wands tells me there's a reason to celebrate. Maybe you have an opportunity to go wow. Maybe you have an opportunity to, further your relationship, break out of a relationship, whatever it is. But it's this disagreement that you seem to be having, not with just another person or other people, but also with yourself. You feel like you're stuck because you're not getting along with somebody, or you and somebody are not on the same page, in the same chapter, in the same book, right? And I feel like with that Four of Wands, it's like there's happiness, there's a sense of celebration, but at the same time, you're very apprehensive to maybe whom it is that you're celebrating with. It's like, yeah, we're having fun, everything's great, but like, I'll never forget that thing you did. Or there's a reason to celebrate in regards to a work project, or you and coworkers finishing some kind of project or collaboration maybe, but you don't like them, or you feel like you did all of the work or something like that. What's that Six of Cups in reverse? The Death in reverse. Yeah, it's like holding on to something from the past. Like you're holding on to a grudge a little bit, and sometimes, like, I get it. You know what I mean? And maybe rightfully so. So it's hard for you to almost like have a good time and like smile and like put on a face, because you're like, yeah, no, I'll never forget that thing that you did, or this doesn't feel right to me, or something like that. But you're not stuck. Like you have a choice. What's the best choice Taurus can make? The Emperor. So it's kind of telling you like, hey, you have bigger fish to fry. You're the one in power here, or you can be, but you're going to have to be the one that takes responsibility, takes the reins. It's kind of telling you that it's going to be up to you to take initiative in what it is that you want to do. We have the Fool for what you don't see coming, with the Two of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Swords in reverse, and the Ace of Wands. What's that Knight of Swords in reverse? The Nine of Pentacles. So if you just kind of been in this like place of contentment, if you just kind of been like following other people's lead, or just like seeing where life takes you or whatever, there's going to be an opportunity that is going to be very hard to ignore. There's going to be a journey that you may have to begin, or you may have an opportunity to begin. It's something that really sparks your passion with that Ace of Wands. And it's telling you not to avoid this, most likely. I think that this seems like a beneficial what you don't see coming, as opposed to a scary what you don't see coming, Because it's like there's an opportunity here to start some new adventure, and you can't avoid it. It's going to be right in your face. It's probably going to be something that's very difficult to turn down, is what it looks like. The Judgment in reverse for your actions, with the Hierophant in reverse, the Seven of Cups, and the King of Swords in reverse. My goodness. This is very much something that feels in a daze, really. It feels like you're stuck in a state of not changing, or in a stage of like almost stubbornness in a way. It's like you're kind of putting your foot, your heels, you're digging your heels into the earth. It really feels like you don't know what the truth is with something. And that's where you're having a hard time letting go of it. And you're like, well, I don't want to reconcile with this thing, or I don't want to bring this thing back up because it's against what I believe. Or, it's like you're very stubbornly, and sometimes rightfully so, right? You're very stubbornly like not making a decision about something. And it's because you don't think it aligns with something else. And there may be a sense of your intuition telling you one thing, but then you gaslighting yourself in the same breath, or maybe you're being gaslit. You have it's time to release negativity, opposition, and community. So yeah, there's something going on in your heart and your brain where it's like you're needing to close it out, okay? If there's something in your life that has been adding in a negative way or subtracting from you in a negative way, like something that's very draining, it's time to look at that, especially with that opposition. So something's kind of putting the pressure on you a little bit. And with that community, it's probably telling you that you're needing to enter some kind of group community, maybe a social media community, maybe a writing group, maybe a yoga group, whatever it is. It's telling you that you need to surround yourself with community, with people. Okay, so I'm not sure why it's saying that, but just keep that in mind. Maybe it's that Saturn retrograde in your 11th house, a reevaluation of, you know, what's going on, if you're a Taurus rising anyway, of what's going on in your friend life. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. You guys can always book a personal reading with me on my website at www.violettaalexis.com. Also keep in mind that you can become a member and get exclusive access to 24 tarot videos per month for your individual sign. All you need to do is head on over to my YouTube channel, click the join button, and pick the tier that you want. Hey Gemini, how are you guys doing? Let's go ahead and take a look at your what you don't see coming for the week of July 7th through to the 13th. So for your energy, we have the 5 of Cups. What you don't see coming is the 5 of Swords in reverse. The action that you're taking is the High Priestess. We have the 5 of Cups, the Page of Wands in reverse, the Empress, and the 7 of Wands. What's that 5 of Cups? The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. There could be a falling out that you're having with some kind of feminine energy in your life. There could be a reminiscing about some insecurities that you've had that have kind of maybe even sabotaged you in some way, or there could be maybe some negative news that you got in the past that you're still thinking about, whether it's about a feminine energy, whether it's about a business, a family member, or something to that nature. To me, this is you maintaining your sense of femininity. This looks like a feminine read. So if you're a masculine Gemini, reverse the rules if you feel like you need to. What's that Page of Wands in reverse? The Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. Well, it seems like you're a little bit in a tiff about something. You're pretty maybe overly emotional about something. You feel pretty angry about something. You could be getting some kind of news that makes you a little perturbed or irritable. Or this can just be you delaying some kind of communication with a female in your life because you feel like, you know, excuse my French, but they're a bitch. Okay, for some of you, it can be that. And with that Empress there, with that 7 of Wands, it makes me wonder if you have some people that are jealous of you, is kind of what that's making me think. You don't really think in the highest regard of somebody. You're thinking a lot about in the past and what this person may have done to you or what was said, etc. But the good news is that you have the Empress in reverse in your energy, which tells me that this isn't really affecting your sense of self-worth or self-value or what it is that you bring to the table. If anything, it's more like a fly at a barbecue. And to me, this is you maintaining your sovereignty. So I don't really think it's affecting you to the degree that maybe somebody has or had intended for you. We have the 5 of Swords in reverse for, 5 of Swords in reverse for what you don't see coming with the 5 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. So there can be some kind of energy here that is very argumentative. There can be some kind of communication that's coming in very fast. It could be around a love matter, and that's why it's causing some kind of drama, especially if there's been third parties or something like that. I could also just simply see this as a lot of creative energy, especially because you have the Empress in your energy. So this can be a lot of like creative brainstorming back and forth between you and a group. Maybe you're a painter, maybe you're a writer, I don't know, whatever it is. But for others of you, it can just feel like there is a disagreement that you're having with how somebody's going about either a creative or a love matter, or somebody's disagreeing with how you're going about it. But with that 5 of Swords in reverse, it almost makes me feel like nobody's winning. Like there's nothing to win here is what it makes me feel like. The 5 of Wands, Chariot in reverse. Yeah, it feels like nothing is moving forward because of this petty, and it is petty, 5 of Swords in reverse, 5 of Wands, some kind of petty argument or disagreement. What's that Knight of Cups about? The King of Cups. Yeah, it feels like it's around a love matter potentially. Then we have the High Priestess for the action that you're taking. the Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Wands in reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. There is something that like maybe failed, okay? Something that was already established. It feels like you're going back behind the scenes and you're working on whatever it is that has failed. It's like you don't want a bunch of attention drawn to you. You don't want a bunch of hoorah and a bunch of he said, she said, whatever. You're not telling everybody about what it is that you're working on. You're just simply working. There's this energy of you of trying to kind of just, I don't want to say you're like, oh, I need to hide this work that I'm doing, but you are doing it in private. You're doing it quietly. You're not looking for some big bravado or some kind of, big spotlight on you. So, and it looks like you're doing it, you're working on it, but it's not to the Ten of Pentacles yet. We have bring love into the situation, the Sun, and trickery. Okay, so yeah, I feel like there could be somebody that's a little jealous of you with that trickery and that Sun energy. It's telling you to be the higher vibration. It's telling you to be the bigger person. It's telling you to take the higher road. Unfortunately, I know that we don't always want to do that, but it's also telling you not to let somebody dim your shine because all they're trying to do is really take it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. You guys can always book a personal reading with me on my website at www.violettaalexis.com. Also keep in mind that you can become a member and get exclusive access to 24 tarot videos per month for your individual sign. All you need to do is head on over to my YouTube channel, click the join button, and pick the tier that you want. Hey Cancer, how are you guys doing? Let's go ahead and take a look at what you don't see coming for the week of July 7th through to the 13th. So we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. That's for your energy. The Six of Swords in reverse for what you don't see coming. And the Two of Pentacles in reverse for what you're going to be doing or the action you're going to be taking. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse met by the Hermit, the Ten of Cups in reverse, and the Four of Pentacles. You're feeling pretty apprehensive. You're not really feeling very emotionally supportive with that Ten of Cups in reverse, or you're not feeling very emotionally supported. There could be an opportunity that either you just need to give up on or you feel like you need to. And it seems like you're taking some space. You're taking some alone time. You're going on this journey. You're thinking about what it is that you probably want, what it is that you want in a relationship, or what you want your family life to look like. And with that Four of Pentacles, you're pretty apprehensive to taking any kind of risks. If you're going to take any risk at all, it's incredibly calculated. You're trying to be very responsible. You are trying to be in service of yourself. You're probably trying to work on yourself a lot with that Hermit there. It feels very therapeutic, but it's not without, not consequence, but it's not without reason. I feel like there's something that's triggering this, and it's most likely some kind of relationship or a familial issue. Okay. And so you're kind of holding back a little bit. You're very on edge, or you're maybe setting some kind of boundaries, and something may be taking a lot longer than you thought it would. The Six of Swords in reverse for what you don't see coming, with the Nine of Swords, the Strength in reverse, and the Magician. Okay. So the bad news is that there seems to be some kind of energy that's being brought back up, especially with that Six of Swords in reverse and the Nine of Swords in the upright, that's really stressing you out. It's a problem from the past. It's coming back up. What's the problem? The Hangman can be around 12th house energy, addictions, mental health. It can be around some kind of past perspective that's coming back up, that's, rearing its ugly head in some way. And there can be some kind of sacrifice that maybe you or somebody else is needing to make for the peace of the relationship, whether familial or whether a romantic relationship. There's not a whole lot of confidence in whatever the situation is. The good news is that you have all of the tools that you need in order to fix it. You have all of the tools that you need in order to change something in your favor in some way, or in another person's favor as well. So it makes me feel like there's some common ground that can be found, but it's not without work. And like I said, the good news is that you have the tools to be able to make something work. You have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, yep, with the World, the Nine of Wands, and the Temperance. It's about, listen, we can't handle this, or I can't handle this. I'm going to drop something. It looks to me like you're dropping something where it's like, it's just too much, but it doesn't feel warlike. It doesn't feel angry or frustrated. With the World, it's like, you know what, let's figure out how to close this, and this is how we're going to do it. And it can't just simply be about you kind of putting your fists in there and fighting for it a little bit, right? I know I said this isn't warlike, but the Nine of Wands can be like coming out on top. And so I do feel like something is in your favor, like you're coming out on top in some way. But also with that World, it makes me feel like there's some kind of compromise, or there's some kind of almost like a truce or a peace treaty of some sort with that Temperance there. And things are coming back into alignment, but in a better way than they were before. So it's almost like rebuilding peace. Yeah, adjustments are required. House 5 could be in a romantic relationship or in regards to a child. And then we have influence. So this can be about like what is influencing you and how, and your ability to have fun and your sense of self-expression. And this is making me feel like as well, there needs to be more fun in your life, as opposed to whatever this war is, as opposed to whatever these mental stressors are. And also make sure that you are spending your time on things, people, places, things that are a good influence, and also make sure that you are leading by example. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. You guys can always book a personal reading with me on my website at www.violettaalexis.com. Also keep in mind that you can become a member and get exclusive access to 24 tarot videos per month for your individual sign. All you need to do is head on over to my YouTube channel, click the join button, and pick the tier that you want. All right. Hey, Leo, how are you doing? Welcome to your What You Don't See Coming for the week of July 7th through to the 13th. Let's go ahead and take a look at your cards. In your energy is the Knight of Wands, the Four of Swords for what you don't see coming, and the Moon for the action that you're taking. The Knight of Wands is clarified by the Lovers in reverse, the Queen of Wands, and the King of Pentacles in reverse. Is this the feminine or the masculine? Or is this the feminine? No. So this is a masculine read, okay? So for my feminine Leos, if you're dealing with a masculine, then this is likely reversed, okay? So this Knight of Wands to the Lovers in reverse. Tell me about that Lovers in reverse. The Eight of Cups. To me, this is making me feel like there's a disconnect between you and another person. You could be feeling not super competent maybe, but you could be feeling not so confident about your financial situation. You could be using somebody for some of you. You could be more concerned about status and the practical things of life, and it could be kind of creating an imbalance in your life. Seems like there's somebody that you were trying to take action towards, but they may be walking away from you. In my opinion, with that Queen of Wands in the upright, this is somebody who's very confident, very sexually attractive. They're showing up in your energy, which makes me feel like you're very focused on this person, but it's almost as if you feel as though you have nothing to offer them properly. With that Lovers in reverse to the Eight of Cups, there's a disconnect because somebody walked away, and I feel like it might be this person, or maybe this person is walking away, this feminine energy. But you still have a lot of passion, but you don't have a whole lot of confidence. You feel like you're not walking on stable or steady ground. We have the Four of Swords for what you don't expect with the Star, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Cups. To me, this is a positive omen. To me, I think that for a lot of you, there can be some kind of pain that you don't really expect this week. Yeah, don't freak out, okay? It's just we all have pain. It can be, you know, I can stub my toe. I can be a little bit hurt about something that someone says. But it almost feels like it's something that you don't see coming. And so you could be spending some time alone to be able to regroup and let go, or feeling like you're needing to spend a little bit more time alone, be alone with your thoughts, reinstill, I want to say, the hope. But it's once you start planting those seeds of healing, is when you may be able to get an opportunity to reconcile with somebody. And I say that because the Three of Cups is here. So it's kind of like once you get to that point of humility, once you humble yourself, or once you take some time out and really become one with your thoughts, that's when you're going to be able to let go. And that's probably when somebody else is going to come in, or you're going to have a reconciliation with this person. Yeah, see? Five of Pentacles in reverse for the action that you're taking. The Moon, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords in reverse. What's the Page of Swords in reverse? The Three of Swords. Ooh, see? So there's something that you may have been assuming With that moon there tells me that there's a lot of emotions and you're trying to trust yourself. You're like, okay, I want to reconcile with said individual. And I feel like this is how I need to do it. You're really taking your time. Whatever action you're taking, you're in the energy of wanting to go all out. But what you're actually doing is the Knight of Pentacles. You're really taking your time because maybe there's something that you feel like you heard or something that you're assuming where maybe you feel like this person's going to say something nasty to you, or maybe it's that you are afraid of what this person thinks of you and you could be assuming the worst, and there could be a little bit of heartache around that. I want to say that not everything may be as it seems. There may be something that is hurting you or has hurt you that actually, like, that you think has happened but hasn't necessarily happened, or you think that this person thinks a certain way about you but is not necessarily true. So I want to say, don't try to make a molehill into a mountain. Your advice is full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. House 7 and warning. So what are you warning this person about? The 10 of Wands. Don't make molehills into mountains. Keep it simple, right? Keep it simple. Try to keep it as simple as you can. I think that if there's been any issues around immaturity or being pompous, or if there's been any chaos or whatever it may be, that has to be closed out at this point. With that House 7 energy is opposite of the Aries, the full moon in Aries, so to speak, because Libra runs the 7th house, right? And Libra is the opposite of Aries. So it's like some kind of chaos, some kind of war, some kind of masculine way. I'm not saying don't be masculine. Some kind of assertive approach that maybe you've had before. That's fine, but now something needs to be more amicable. Something needs to be more harmonious in order to make things easier. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. You guys can always book a personal reading with me on my website at www.violettaalexis.com. Also, keep in mind that you can become a member and get exclusive access to 24 tarot videos per month for your individual sign. All you need to do is head on over to my YouTube channel, click the join button, and pick the tier that you want. Hey Virgo, how you doing? Let's go ahead and take a look at what you don't see coming for the week of July 7th through to the 13th. In your energy is the Justice in reverse, the Ace of Cups for what you don't see coming, the Four of Cups for the action that you may be taking here. The Justice is clarified by the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. What's the Ten of Swords? The Four of Wands in reverse. I'm not going to lie, for some of you, it can be that you're getting some negative karma, and I'm a Virgo, so please don't think that this is some targeted hate crime, okay? It could be that you're getting some negative karma, you're getting some pushback, you're getting some negativity in your life, but it's interesting because it's almost like it's not even knocking you off your horse, to say. Because I have that Page of Pentacles and that Ace of Wands. It seems to me like you're pretty inspired. Whatever lesson it is that you're being handed, or whatever, deck you've been dealt or hand you've been dealt, you sure are playing it well with that Page of Pentacles and that Ace of Wands. You are learning from it. You're learning how to play the game. You're learning how to do it. You're starting something new. You're quite inspired by some kind of betrayal and or ending. And this can just be a sense of evolution. We're going from the Ace of Wands to the Ten of Swords. There's nowhere to go but up. Where do I go from here? There can be some issues around family. There can be some kind of full stop when it comes to a celebration or when it comes to some kind of relationship. But what's that Justice actually? The Nine of Cups. Yeah, it feels like you're not getting something that you want, most likely. And it feels like it's kind of throwing you out of alignment, throwing you off balance a little bit. But this is to me, with that Nine of Cups clarifying that Justice in reverse, the Nine of Cups is about contentment and being content. It's like you can't be content anymore. You have to evolve. So it doesn't necessarily have to be particularly about some kind of crazy betrayal or crazy breakup or, oh my God, doom and gloom, right? Tarot's so fucking dramatic. But it certainly can be about your life isn't in balance because you're meant to do more. You're meant to do more than, work at the grocery store. You're meant to do more than read tarot on YouTube, whatever the thing is that you're doing. So keep that in mind. We have the Ace of Cups for what you don't see coming. with the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Hermit, and the Strength card. Well, this is absolutely beautiful. There can be some new kind of love opportunity, you know, if you're looking for it, or maybe you're not and it finds you. There can be a creative opportunity as well. So maybe it's to collaborate with somebody, or maybe you get really inspired with that Ace of Wands in your energy and you're learning how to write a book, or who knows. But what it's doing is it is helping you unwind. It's keeping the stress out of your head. You're really trusting yourself with that Hermit and that Strength. That's you. Your major arcana is showing up here. What you don't see coming is you. It almost feels like, once again, some kind of evolutionary process, something that is breaking you down to build you back up in a better way that you've never been before. And I see a lot of confidence happening. And it's because of this. What's the opportunity per se? The Seven of Wands, a way to compete against others. I feel like maybe some kind of position above others. The Seven of Wands is like when you climb a hill and you do your due diligence and you get up there, and then it's like other people want your spot. So it can be this inclination or this opportunity to compete against others in some way. We have the Four of Cups with the Two of Pentacles in reverse for the action that you're taking. The Two of Swords in reverse and the Magician in reverse. Well, I'm not sure why that is. Why the Magician in reverse? The Four of Pentacles in reverse. What's that Four of Cups about? The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, there's that sense of contentment again. It's like it's almost as if you're like, oh, well, I don't know, you know, I don't know if I'm really prepared for something like that. I don't really know if I have what it takes, you know, and you're like, you are just kind of sitting there twiddling your thumbs and being a Debbie Downer to yourself instead of being like, no, yeah, fuck no, I can do this. But you're not willing to take, it's like you're not taking the risk when I feel like a risk probably needs to be taken. You might even be the risk, you know, like in some way, like somebody's taking a chance on you, but it's like you won't take a chance on yourself. Well, what does that say? So this is a point to, you know, get out of this sense of contentment. You have nothing is yet set in stone for your advice. Mutable moon. So this is asking you to be flexible. Go with the flow. Let your emotions or your creativity or your intuition take you to this place. House 11 is your second set of advice. House 11, groups, communities, your biggest dreams, goals, aspirations, like-minded people. Something about that. Relying on other people a little bit. Focusing on what it is that you actually want. And maybe other people are going to be able to give you some insight on that. Maybe you really doubt yourself, but you get involved in some kind of group that makes you believe in yourself again. So please keep that in mind when it comes to this week, because I do feel like there's an ample opportunity for you here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. You guys can always book a personal reading with me on my website at www.violettaalexis.com. Also keep in mind that you can become a member and get exclusive access to 24 tarot videos per month for your individual sign. All you need to do is head on over to my YouTube channel, click the join button, and pick the tier that you want. Hey Libra, how you doing? Let's go ahead and look at this week between July 7th through to the 13th for what you don't see coming. In your energy, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. What you don't see coming is the Fool. The Two of Cups for the action that you're taking. The Ace of Pentacles in your energy is clarified by the Queen of Cups in reverse. The Two of Wands in reverse, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Well, you know, let's be honest, right? I don't like it, and I'm gonna tell you why. It kind of feels like you're a dog with a tail between its legs. It's like almost like a rescue dog, shaking in the corner like a rescue dog. And I know that's a pretty weird statement to make, but it almost feels like you're in this mode of these missed opportunities that you didn't take, these missed opportunities that you had to let go of or rip from somebody else's hands because of either a trust issue, whether it was justified or not, or some kind of negative emotional state that you've been in. And it kind of feels like you're just taking it sitting down, you know? You're just kind of almost Eeyoring it a little bit. Like, you know, Eeyore, I'm kind of getting that vibe from you. And maybe it is absolutely warranted, but try not to stay there for too long because you are kind of taking it up the butt a little bit, like emotionally. Okay, sorry, I know that was a tasteless comment, but that's what I'm getting. So there's something that needs to change. You need to do something a different way. And I feel like there's going to be an opportunity to do so, whether that's how you deal with people, the boundaries that you're implementing. I don't want you to just let somebody else take the lead in this aspect of your life. It feels like there's a decision that you really need to make about your emotional health, your emotional life, any kind of trust issues, or any kind of people are around you that are putting you in a negative emotional state. We have the Fool. This is for what you don't see coming, with the Eight of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Devil in reverse. Well, this is absolutely beautiful. You're going to have an opportunity potentially to travel. There's going to be a journey that you might be able to go on in regards to self-discovery around any kind of temptations, any kind of toxicities that you have, anything that is basically sitting in your body like a disease, right? Whether this is negative thoughts, negative thinking, a negative experience that you've had, this is your opportunity to potentially either go on this journey of discovery, or there's some kind of opportunity to travel, which also can be a self-discovery journey as well. There can be some kind of opportunity that you can have to talk to another person about these things, which really makes you realize a lot. Tell me about that Five of Swords in reverse, the Tower. Yeah, it feels like something unexpected has happened in your life that may feel like it's disrupting something. But the only reason why it's disrupting something is because it's telling you that something's no good. And it's trying to basically, tear it down to rubble so you can clean it out and rebuild something again. We have the Two of Cups for the action that you're taking with the Hangman. Your perspective on love is going to change. I feel like there's a lot of alone time that you might be taking. The Six of Cups, you're thinking a lot about the past, the Seven of Cups. So I do see some kind of, there's like, okay, yes, I love this person. Yes, we have good memories, but is it real? Yes, we have a soulmate connection. I see that. Yes, I think about this person all the time. Yes, this person feels like a gift, but a gift for what? Sometimes gifts shows up in a way to teach us a lesson, and sometimes gifts stay forever. But it's also the lessons that are also forever that, if we want to take them. I feel like wisdom is a choice, and I feel like this is yours. And you're really kind of maybe in a bit of a fantasy land about someone or about a certain situation, but you're a step away from walking away and going on some kind of solo dolo journey until you actually get what it is that you do want. Your advice is be bold and make the first move. Mutable and battle. Interesting. So I feel like you're likely supposed to initiate some kind of conversation, or you're supposed to be the one that's supposed to make some kind of decision here. I know, God forbid a Libra has to make a decision, right? Or a Gemini, quite frankly. But it's asking you to try to just relax a little bit. What's that battle about? The Five of Wands wants to come out for battle. So it might be a little bit of drama that's going to come through, and sometimes that has to happen. Sometimes there has to be a little chaos in order for there to be peace. It's just how it works sometimes, which seems like such a dichotomy. I totally understand. But sometimes you do need a little bit of chaos in order for there to be some comfort in the end. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. You guys can always book a personal reading with me on my website at www.violettaalexis.com. Also keep in mind that you can become a member and get exclusive access to 24 tarot videos per month for your individual sign. All you need to do is head on over to my YouTube channel, click the join button, and pick the tier that you want. All right, Scorpio, how you doing? Welcome to your What You Don't See Coming for the week between July 7th through to the 13th. What was I going to say? Yeah, that's it. Let's take a look at your cards. All right, your energy is the Sun. All right. What you don't see coming is the Five of Cups. The Ten of Pentacles for the action that you're taking. All right, no sweat off your back, huh? Wow, the Sun, the Hierophant, the Emperor in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse. What's this about? The High Priestess in reverse. Okay. Well, there can be a lot of focus on religious or religion or spirituality for some of you, you know, practicing your faith. Maybe you're learning something. Maybe there's a big focus on self-expression and expressing what it is that you've learned or expressing what it is that you believe in some way. I do feel like there's some kind of disagreement between you and another person. You know, there could be a secret that comes out. There can be something that's spilled, or there can be secrets between two people, and it seems like it's two masculine people. So for those of my Scorpios that are feminine, is this a masculine read? No, Death card. So it looks like this is a feminine read. The Emperor in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse with the High Priestess in reverse. It makes me feel like these are two men in your life, two masculine energies, or it could just be one. But to me, with that Sun and that Hierophant, I heard distraction. Interesting. Somebody could be distracting you with something. Weird. The King of Swords is looking away. The Emperor is looking away. The High Priestess in reverse is clarifying both of them, which makes me feel like they're hiding something. Because they're trying to keep control over you or over a situation. But I feel like you're over here, you're not even paying attention to what's going on behind you. Interesting that your major arcana showed up for that clarification as well on whether or not this was a masculine or a feminine read. And you seem to be very happy and just everything's all well and good. So what's that Five of Cups for what Scorpio doesn't see coming? The King of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the World. But why are we regretting it, or why is the Five of Cups here? Because of the King of Wands in reverse. What else? Because of the Page of Cups. I don't feel like this is you. Just because I see masculine energy again. There's so much masculinity here. I'm wondering if this is an apology. Somebody is very emotionally invested in you and they're trying to solidify something with you, or it seems like they're trying to have closure or close out something peacefully so something new can begin. But they're sad about something, or it's like it's almost as if there's something that they don't want to look at. You know, and it may end up being some kind of apology, but they're showing up in a very mature manner. It's very mature. If this is somebody that's been like a little bit of an egotistical butthole or something like that, you know, I could see this person apologizing, and you know, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a lover. I don't know who it is, but there's a masculine here who I think is maybe they're not apologizing yet, but maybe they're trying to figure out how to admit something to you. What are they trying to admit? The Eight of Swords, that they had a choice to make that they've been very stuck about. That they felt like a prisoner of their own mind. The action that you're taking is the Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. So it looks like something is turning out quite all right. And it could be in regards to some kind of relationship. It seems like you're the one that's coming out on top in some way. You are setting boundaries, but you're also very focused on you and others, or you and another person, and how you guys can emotionally come together. You're taking action and you're being very vulnerable with somebody is what it looks like. For some of you, it's that you're making money off of creativity, and you may be sharing it with others as well. But to me, this is very positive. Money looks good. I think there's a little bit of an issue, but it doesn't feel like yours. It feels like somebody else, like somebody has some guilt or something like that. We have Show the World the Real You. We have Cancer, and we have Exposed. Yeah, so I feel like somebody's likely going to be honest with you about something. Show the World the Real You is interesting. With Cancer, with Exposed. So this may be telling you to just be honest about you, about who you are, about what it is that you want. Make sure that you are honoring yourself and your own emotions and the authenticity of them by being honest. What is that Exposed about? The Six of Pentacles, the Temperance in reverse. It can be something about needing to be honest about a financial situation, or somebody may end up being honest with you about a financial situation as well. So keep that in mind. But the advice is basically to be vulnerable and make sure that you're honoring your emotions and being authentic to yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. You guys can always book a personal reading with me on my website at www.violettaalexis.com. Also, keep in mind that you can become a member and get exclusive access to 24 tarot videos per month for your individual sign. All you need to do is head on over to my YouTube channel, click the join button, and pick the tier that you want. Hey Sag, how you doing? Let's go ahead and take a look at what you don't see coming between the week of July 7th through to the 13th. In your energy, we have the 10 of Cups. Love that. The Queen of Pentacles for what you don't see coming. Action you're taking is the Chariot. Well, I really don't even want to clarify, but here we go. The 10 of Cups with the 6 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. This is absolutely beautiful. What's that 6 of Wands about? The Page of Wands. I love that. For some of you, it can be a child that is having some kind of a little bit of fame or a little bit of popularity. If you're older, it can be like a grown child or something like that that is having a little bit of fame or getting a little bit of notoriety in some way. But for others of you, it can be something that you've started that you're now getting a little bit of fame for, a little bit of notoriety, like I said, or some kind of applause. And it can be around a relationship, a romantic relationship. Something could be really going very successfully. Maybe you're getting married, you know, maybe you're tying the knot, who knows, whatever it is. It seems to be very successful, and it's in regards to family members, or a relationship. It just seems like all over a lot of happiness. And it also seems like you may be collaborating with another person, or maybe you and a partner on the same page about something. What's that something? The Empress, about having children, about some kind of creativity, about where this relationship is going, about a mother figure potentially. Things could be going really well with a mother figure or motherhood in some way. But it can also be about what we're trying to create and produce. So it seems like you're on the same page with somebody about that specifically. We have the Queen of Pentacles for what you don't see coming, with the Queen of Swords in reverse, the the 8 of Pentacles, and the Judgment. Why is that Queen of Swords in reverse? The 6 of Swords in reverse. Now, there's two feminine energies here. That's what I know. I know that one seems to be very focused on some kind of business, on some kind of work, on being nurturing, on being loving, on being caring. And there's another feminine energy here with her Queen of Swords in reverse. And why is it in reverse? Well, it's in reverse because there's some kind of old problem that is being brought back up that seems to be very much bothering her. But with that 8 of Pentacles, it seems like we are successfully working on whatever that is, and the right judgment or the right judgment call or the right decision is being made, and it's more of a high vibrational decision. So this can be that you and somebody essentially were not on the same page, and maybe it's you. Maybe you're the Queen of Swords in reverse, and Queen of Swords in reverse is, you know, she is a bitch. You know, she is very upset, right? And sometimes rightfully so. And so maybe that's you. Maybe you're bringing up an old issue and you're like, listen, we got to work on this. And it seems like it's two feminine energies. I feel like the other feminine energy is like, okay, no problem. Like, we'll work on this way. We'll do things this way. And so something is being brought back up, but it seems like it's being dealt with in a constructive manner. Now, if this is not about another feminine energy and this is essentially you, or if you're a masculine, somebody else, I'm just going to consider you the feminine, but take it as it resonates. You can be frustrated by something from the past, but you're kind of putting it behind you because you're like, there are other things that are more important. So you're being kind of a higher mind about it. You're like, I need to focus on my goals. I need to focus on learning this thing. I need to focus on my kids and my family and whatever. So yeah, there can be some old business, but it seems like it's being worked on and it turns out fine. The Chariot for your actions, the Knight of Swords, the 5 of Cups, and the Magician. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, there's some sadness around something. What is that? The Justice can be around a relationship. It can be feeling like maybe you did something wrong, maybe somebody else did. But I really think with that Chariot and that Knight of Swords, you're really not afraid to kind of get your hands dirty and be like, okay, how do we fix this? Or how can you fix this? Or, you know, and it seems like as well with that Magician, you have the right intent. The right intent, I think is there, especially with that Justice clarifying that 5 of Cups. So it seems like you and other people, or you and another person, are coming together and getting on the same page about something. So we have The answers you need are coming for your advice. We have house 12 and we have self-interest. This may be telling you that the answers that you're going to find might be when you're spending some time alone. Maybe when you're taking a load off, maybe in your dream state, pay attention to your dreams. Maybe when you're writing or you're focused on creativity behind the scenes, it may be telling you to do that, and that can kind of help you. It may also be telling you to not forget your own needs. You know, and it's like a lot of the times, especially if we're like a family person or whatever, we can be taking care of everybody else and forget about ourselves. But definitely make sure that you're taking care of you and spending time alone with yourself when you need it. Other than that, this can also be like a house of sacrifice. So kind of needing to maybe sacrifice your own self-interest in order to provide for another, or in order to make another person happy as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. You guys can always book a personal reading with me on my website at www.violettaalexis.com. Also keep in mind that you can become a member and get exclusive access to 24 tarot videos per month for your individual sign. All you need to do is head on over to my YouTube channel, click the join button, and pick the tier that you want. Hey Capricorn, how are you guys doing? Let's go ahead and take a look at what you don't see coming for the week of July 7th through to the 13th. The 7 of Wands in reverse for your energy. What you don't see coming is the Devil. Well, that can just be you. Maybe they don't see you coming. 8 of Swords for the action that you're taking. We have the 7 of Wands in reverse with the 2 of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Wands, and the 6 of Cups. Interesting. Why is the 7 of Wands in reverse? The 9 of Cups. You're giving into what it is that you want. Which I don't really see anything wrong with that. There couldn't be people who are like trying to compete with you, or there can be people who are like jealous of you or want your position or something, and you're like, that's great, you can have it, I don't care. If you can take it, right? It's almost like that feeling of it's almost as if you put a sword in a stone and you're the only one that can pull it out, and people are like, well, I'm gonna pull it out, and you're like, that's great, have at it, I don't care. You know, and it's like, it's something that seems unavoidable. You're not trying to avoid it. You're not trying to hide. It just seems like you don't care. You don't really care about something. With that Queen of Wands and that 6 of Cups, it almost feels like you are the gift in some way. I know that sounds probably very narcissistic for me to say from your viewpoint, but it kind of feels like you feel like you're the gift in a situation. You know, because the 6 of Cups can be like a gift from God, a gift from the universe. And with that Queen of Wands, it can be that you're performing. It can be just that you're very, very confident in yourself, you know, and like people are intimidated by that. So the Devil, the Knight of Wands, this is what you don't see coming with the 8 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. It almost feels like somebody's trying to make you prove yourself in a situation, and I don't really think that you're having it. You know, with that 8 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, 9 of Pentacles in reverse can be somebody who's trying to prove themselves, but it can be somebody else that's like trying to show you up in some way, or that is trying to prove that they got it better than you or something like that. But what's interesting is that Devil is Capricorn. The Knight of Wands is connected to this card right here, and they're both looking this way. It's almost like you're not even interested, like you don't really have anything to prove, and it just feels like you are very passionate about whatever it is that you're doing. You're there to show up and show out and have a good time, and even if that's in a work situation or a love situation, I don't know, whatever it may be. So you make it to this point where you feel like somebody's trying to make you prove yourself or something like that, and you're just walking away from it, and it could be like, what the hell was that about? You know, like that's how you could feel. The 8 of Swords for the action that you're taking with the 4 of Swords, the 8 of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. You're at this point where you're like, okay, well, that was kind of weird. It just seems like you're pretty indifferent about it. Like at first, I think it kind of chokes you up or makes you like, wait, what? Like where you're confused, so you don't really know what decision to make. So the decision that you're making is just to not really say anything about it. And I say that because it's like, it's not that you don't have a lot of things to say. I think that you do, but I don't think you're wasting your time doing it, is what that feels like to me. It seems like somebody's trying to get your goat, pun intended. We have step out of your comfort zone, we have fixed, and we have teamwork. Okay. Well, this is telling you to do something that you haven't done before. You have a performance, do it. Is there an audition? Do it. Is there a job that you want? Go after it. Whatever the thing is, do something that makes you feel uncomfortable, because it's going to breed confidence. Fixed, this is telling me, you know, there needs to be some kind of stability in your life, or if you take this chance, or if you do step out of your comfort zone, there can be some kind of stability in your life. A little bit of persistence, a lot of dependability, being able to depend on yourself and make yourself a dependable person. Work well with others. There's some people that you may end up needing that will deem very beneficial for you in the long run. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. You guys can always book a personal reading with me on my website at www.violettaalexis.com. Also keep in mind that you can become a member and get exclusive access to 24 tarot videos per month for your individual sign. All you need to do is head on over to my YouTube channel, click the join button, and pick the tier that you want. Hey Aquarius, how are you guys doing? Welcome to your What You Don't See Coming for the week of July 7th through to the 13th. Let's go ahead and take a look at your cards. In your energy, we have the Fool. What a surprise. There's Uranus right there, your co-ruler. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse for what you may not see coming. And the action that you're taking is the Ten of Wands. So whatever you got going on, you're handling it well. To clarify the Fool, we have the Moon. I really like this because it tells me that you're listening to your gut feelings. You're listening to your instincts. You're like, okay, I know the adventure. I know what I want to do. I know what I want to break free from. I don't need to listen to anybody else. I know what the hell I'm doing, and I trust myself enough to do so, because that Moon card there can be about trusting ourselves, even if we have some kind of fears. To me, this is a sense of evolution. The Ten of Swords can sometimes be like, well, there's nowhere to go but up. So that's what I feel like. It can also be that you're like, you know what, this is going to be really scared to get this divorce, or this is going to be really scary to have this breakup or initiate this breakup, but I got to do it, or whatever. There's something that you're ending that you know is right for you, and you're like, there's no other way to go but this way. And it seems like with that Three of Wands, you're like, no, I'm going on this journey. I'm very confident that this is it. It doesn't feel, I'm not saying it's not affecting you negatively. I do think that this is a very harsh ending. But to me, it's you're the one that's kind of initiating this, because you're thinking, well, this is what's best for me. I know that this is what's best for me. And then we have that Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Hangman. Yeah, it's like you're perceiving someone a little bit differently. Somebody may be a little moody or a little jealous, or maybe it's you or whatever, but you're perceiving something in a different way, and you're starting to realize, okay, I may have to give up this thing if I want happiness. I may have to give up this thing if I need peace. I may have to. So there's something where it's like, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a business. It's like we're letting go of something. Yeah, Four of Wands in reverse is like something's not really welcome in our space anymore. For some of you, maybe it's just that you're not in love with a home that you're in anymore, right? Maybe you're like, I want to sell this house, or, you know, it can be something like that. So I feel like what's to gain from this is massive perspective, and almost like this, all right, we're at the end of the rope here. Now we can start brand new. Thank God. You know, that's what it feels like to me. Then we have that Ten of Wands for the action that you're taking. I love that the Ten of Wands is here with the Knight of Pentacles, because it doesn't tell me that it is impulsive. Like, the risk that you're taking doesn't seem to be impulsive. It seems to be a calculated risk that you've likely thought about for a while, and you're ready to do it. You're listening to yourself. You have the knowledge. You know what you got to do. You know what you're doing. You're not making anything harder on yourself. What you're essentially doing is, you've taken your time, you're taking responsibility for something, and you're not making it harder on yourself. And you're kind of you're in this mode of let go and let God kind of thing. You're ready to move forward. You don't want to keep repeating some kind of cycle in your life anymore, because it's just not beneficial. If anything, with that Seven of Swords in reverse, it makes me feel like you're finally choosing you in a situation, and I can't really fault you for it. Your advice is it's time to take action. Earth and illusion. Interesting. So yeah, I mean, maybe it's time that you take action on your practical reality. Maybe it is a job. You know, maybe it is something about a home. Maybe whatever it is. It's telling you to definitely take action, but take calculated action, take calculated risk. Okay, that can kind of be Earth. It's like, okay, yes, we have the motive, we have the drive, we're ready to do it, but it's also telling you slow down, which is kind of what you're doing anyway. What is the illusion? The illusion is some kind of love situation or some kind of connection that you may have that is asking you to see the reality of that. Okay, so please try to keep that in mind. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. You guys can always book a personal reading with me on my website at www.violettaalexis.com. Also keep in mind that you can become a member and get exclusive access to 24 tarot videos per month for your individual sign. All you need to do is head on over to my YouTube channel, click the join button, and pick the tier that you want. Hello Pisces, how are you doing? Let's go ahead and take a look at what you don't see coming for the week of July 7th through to the 3rd. Sorry about that. Your energy, we have the King of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles for what you don't see coming, and the King of Cups for the action that you're taking. This looks like a masculine read, so for my feminine Pisces, keep that in mind. The King of Swords in reverse, with the Death in reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse, and the Page of Cups. So, you know, to me, this is you holding on to old ideals. A lot of you can be gaslighting somebody about the past, gaslighting yourself. You could be a little bit stubborn-minded or higher-minded, thinking that you're right about something. I'm just being honest, but it feels like you're kind of draining yourself in some way. I do see a little bit of petulance, okay? I see a little bit of immaturity here, so I think there are some things that maybe you just need to work on, or think about what it is that you're needing to change in order for you to have a better experience with maybe a love situation or whatever situation that you're currently going through. Because it does feel like you're a little bit drained. I do think that there's this admiration that maybe you have for somebody, but with that King of Swords in reverse and the Death in reverse, it's like a refusal to change. It's a very stubborn, it's a very stubborn energy. And then we have for, sorry about that, by the way, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Absolutely love this. This to me is not you, just because you're showing up in a masculine energy. There is a fantastic opportunity that looks like an absolute win for you. What's that Two of Pentacles in reverse? Four of Cups in reverse. But there is going to be a need for you to drop something, maybe even sacrifice something, maybe needing to make time for somebody else in some way, or maybe drop an argument or drop an old state of mind in some way in order to have this love with another person, because it does look emotional. You know, I don't want you guys to think I'm trying to make everything about love or anything, but that's what it's showing up as, you know, with the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Page of Cups, all that stuff. And it seems like some kind of seed that you'll be able to plant with somebody that will actually last a very long time. So not only is it passionate, not only is there a lot of emotion there and all of those things, but it's something that can be sustained, something that can last for a long time. But there are some sacrifices that you'll likely need to make, and there are some maybe changes that you're going to be able needing to implement in regards to your mindset. Then we have the King of Cups for the energy that you're taking. Wow. Okay, what's that Five of Pentacles? The Two of Wands. You know what I feel like it is? Some old way, something that you're doing here, something that's been long-standing. It seems like you're abandoning it, but it seems like it's been something negative. Some kind of other option that you have, some kind of choice that you needed to make. You're dropping the other thing to fulfill a promise to yourself emotionally. King of Cups, the Star, this is hope, this is healing, this is emotional maturity. You're being very honest. You're not showing up as like petulant or immature. You're showing up in this higher vibration of your masculinity. We have nothing will come of this situation. We have water. And we have isolation. So I want to say, don't abandon your feelings. If there is something that you're really worried about, please don't get too worried about it, because I feel like it's not going to be the worst case scenario that you might believe. And also, please do not separate your feelings from what's going on. Please allow yourself to indulge in your feelings a little bit, understand them, process them, etc. And I truly think that you and somebody else can have a fantastic relationship. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. You guys can always book a personal reading with me on my website at www.violettaalexis.com. Also keep in mind that you can become a member and get exclusive access to 24 tarot videos per month for your individual sign. All you need to do is head on over to my YouTube channel, click the join button, and pick the tier that you want.